Good evening and welcome to a very, very hectic tropical update from Cayman Hurricane Center. And again, this is for a very, very, very extremely active Atlantic basin right now. Again, because of how active it is, we're going to have to split the updates into two videos, two parts. Uh, Again, this first part will just be an overview, a quick general look at the systems out there, and the part two will look at, in particular, three of the systems that we're going to be monitoring, and especially the fact that one of them has already impacted land, expected to strengthen further, and we'll continue to monitor that. Another one is expected to strengthen and hit land. We'll come to that, and we'll need to keep an eye on a third area, as well as potentially a fourth and fifth area as well. Again, long stuff. Again, we'll be splitting it into two videos. First and foremost, the overview. We'll get right to it. So here is the satellite imagery of the Atlantic Basin, and as you could see, there is a lot of spinny stuff going on. Yep, we have a lot of storms out there. Some of them really good looking, some of them not so good looking, but still the Atlantic Basin is full. Of course, we have Area 1 here, which is ramping up. Oof, draw that circle a little bit off. Scratch the top bit, but got this area here, got our second one here, got our third one here, got our fourth one here, our fifth one here, our sixth one here, and yes, even a seventh one here. Yes, 7. Busy, busy Atlantic. So let's have a look on the NHC map and see how everything fares out. Wow. Okay, so Paulette is a hurricane expected to become a major hurricane. Sally is a hurricane, potentially could be a major hurricane upon landfall. Teddy, tropical storm now, expected to strengthen to a hurricane, probably to a major hurricane as well. Vicky probably has already peaked in intensity as a tropical storm, eventual weakening as it moves out into the open Atlantic. Rene, again, looks to have peaked, though there may be some chances of some slight redevelopment, maybe. Again, chances are low. Rene is not going to be following Paulette, but is going to be moving southwest into the Caribbean. Again, I will go to detail in that on the second bit. Again, very small detail. Rene and the system in the Gulf and the system of Africa, I'm going to talk very little about on the second one. Priority is going to be Teddy, Paulette, and Sally for a second video. Right now, just the overall overview and look at the Atlantic. And so not only that, but again, we have our disturbance here. This may potentially become 98L later tonight or early tomorrow morning. We have another disturbance here that may possibly have a chance of developing, maybe becoming 99L sometime over the next 24 or 48 hours or so. We'll continue to monitor that as we do progress forwards. So again, that is just a very quick overview of what we're looking at for the Atlantic right now on the 14th of September 2020. Just to quickly to note before I do close down part 1 and before we get to part 2, I would like to mention that Paulette has broken the record for the earliest P name storm on record. Rene broke the record for the earliest R name storm on record. Sally broke the record for the earliest S name storm on record. Teddy broke the record for the earliest T name storm on record. Vicky broke the earliest record for a V name. This system could develop into a name storm, which it will take the name of Wilfred. And if that indeed becomes the case, it will take the name of the record for the earliest name storm of W on record. And again, just to mention, after W, we then move into the Greek alphabet. I know the alpha, beta, gamma, delta, ellipsis, so on and so forth. I will have the list up on the part 2 of the update for you guys to get familiar with. And you all need to get familiar with it because we're likely going to be moving into it. With that being said, that will be the overall overview for now. Part 1 of this update. Stand by, part 2 will be coming up shortly.